passive voice, and we have covered passive voice for simple present tense, active voice for simple present tense, passive voice for simple past tense, and in this video we are going to cover active voice for simple past tense. Here we are going to convert active voice of past tense into passive voice of past tense. Now the rule for active voice in past tense, the rule is subject plus verb in second form followed by the object, right? And the rule for passive voice in past, so passive voice in past is subject plus was or were plus, here the verb is in second form, in passive the verb is always in third. So verb in third form followed by. Now by is mandatory when you make use of passive voice. So by plus last is the object. Now I want to convert my active voice in past to passive voice in past. For example, let us take the first example. My mother baked a cake yesterday. Now, my mother baked a cake yesterday. This is an example of active voice which is in past tense because here I am using my verb in second form. Now I want to convert this sentence into passive voice. So for that, first general rule is that my subject over here will become the object for passive and the object over here will become the subject for passive. Now yesterday, but I will not start with yesterday. My object over here is cake. Yesterday is not my object. My object over here is cake and my subject over here is. So when I start with the object, I will say a cake, subject. Now since there is only one cake, so I will make use of was. So a cake was baked, the third form is also baked, followed by, and then the subject, my mother, and then the remaining, yesterday. So a cake was baked by my mother yesterday is the passive voice in simple past tense. So second example can be teacher gave me a chocolate. So second example is teacher gave me a chocolate. Now here chocolate will be my object and teacher will be my subject. So now we know that the statement is in active form. I want to convert my active into passive. So I will begin with chocolate and a. So a chocolate. Now gave in third form. Here I have to use third form. So gave in third form becomes given. But since there is only one chocolate, I will make use of was. So a chocolate was given me. And whenever you are writing given, it will always be to me. So it is given to me by teacher. So teacher gave me a chocolate. The passive sentence will be a chocolate was given to me by teacher. Let me explain with another example. For example, I wrote a letter. Now, I wrote a letter is in simple active form, and that active form is in simple past tense. Why? Because there is verb in second form. So, a letter is the object over here, but for passive, now a letter will become the subject. So, I will say a letter, wrote becomes written, was written by. Now, for passive, I gets changed to me. Similarly, we gets changed to us. So, in this video, we studied about conversion of active voice in simple past tense to passive voice in simple past tense. The rule is that the subject for active voice will become the object for passive. The object for active voice will become the subject for passive. And over here, the active voice in past will be in, the verb will be in second form, but when we convert it into passive voice, the verb gets changed to third form. And then we also understood by making use of various examples.